B. Okay, so I'm informing you that I started recording the session. And so we were saying that our next activity will be to start or to present your work for the Webquest. What is a Webquest? This is the site of the research. So I will share with you the link in the chat so you could be able to access it. Here it is. Do you have it? So in the Webquest there is a presentation or a presentation of the activity, a welcoming word. There is the introduction, which consists in explaining what you are supposed to do. So you've got here a little introduction of what you are going to do through the research, the different tasks you will perform. So mainly doing a research to answer some questions. Some questions will be answered individually and some other question will be answered in a group, and then you will present your work, the individual work and the group work, and later there is going to be an evaluation for your work through a rubric criteria and a questionnaire that you will answer by yourself. So here is the process. So in short, so you will go to the process page. It's loading. And here are the different questions. So here is sustainable development. What is questions that are grouped according to some themes, questions related to sustainable development, questions that are related to sustainable tourism, and at the end, thinking about a plan for a sustainable holiday trip. And this is what you are supposed to do at the end of the project. And you will be answering how we can plan a sustainable holiday trip. So to be able to answer to this question, you need to build your knowledge and to search through the internet about different concepts about sustainable development and sustainable tourism, and a lot of words that you could encounter. So you need to understand so that you can design or answer the question of how to plan for a sustainable holiday trip. So here are the questions. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. You've got 17 questions with different resources to consult. So some of the questions could be answered individually. Other questions could be done in a group work. Okay. Do you have any questions? Okay, so after answering the questions that you find in the Webquest process page, there is an individual work and there is a collaborative work. And after that, you will be presenting your work as a group. So what each group has performed. And here in the evaluation page, I'm sharing with you a sample rubric of a presentation, of a good presentation. It's an example. You can just follow that example and it will give you an idea on how you are going, or how is your work going to be evaluated. So I open the document. So you see here
Yes.
Number of slides. So for those who are just beginners, that is not as good as it should be. There are less than 3 slides. for the most proficient ones, most proficient presentation, there are going to be 3 slides per person in your group. So each one in the group will have 3 slides. Is that clear?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Then the length of the presentation. How long
Yes.
is your presentation? It is, which is not good. It is shorter than 2 minutes per person. So if you are 4 people, then 8 minutes. That's not good. So it should be longer than 2 minutes, but not so long, not longer than 3 minutes per person. Yani, let's say, if you count 4 by 3, that is 12 minutes. Let's say 15 minutes per group. When you go to the blackboard or to the in front of the class and you present your work, so it should take from 12 to 15 minutes for the whole group, and divided as from 2 to 3 minutes per person. So it should be equivalent. So that is, everybody should be speaking when they present, and dividing the time evenly for the different group members. Okay, so now there is also going to be another criteria about the information or the content that is being presented, and the slide layout, if it is appealing or less appealing. So there should not be a lot of texts in the slides. You should use graphics to convey the meaning. Limited texts, and the text and slides are meaningful. And at the end, the presentation, for example, when you present, you should not be reading from the slides, or neither you should be learning everything and reading or just reciting what you have memorized, the speech of the presentation. So you should be having some eye contact with the students in the class. You speak. Sometimes you can look at the eyes of your friends. Sometimes you can read from the slides. Sometimes you just speak spontaneously. That is not showing that you are reading from your slides. Okay, is that clear for the evaluation grid? So you should follow. You should take into consideration the criteria of the presentation as a group. There is also another form of evaluation, which is this one, a self-evaluation form. So here it is. So you will answer some questions that are related to your work. So I will let you discover at the end. I will give you that link at the end when you finish with the Webquest and the presentation, and I will check what are the answers of every one of you. Is that clear? Is it clear, guys?
Yes.
Are there some questions to ask? So to sum up,
No, it's
no question, it is clear. Okay, so let's sum up. First thing, you will answer the questions in the Webquest individually and in groups. You will be using Google Docs, and you will be using Canva for a presentation. You will be sharing the links in your groups here. So the link of the group and the link of the group Google Doc, the link of the presentation, and the link of the individual work in Google Docs of each member of your groups. Okay, so this is one step. Second step is to meet once or to meet daily to finish some questions. So we have 17 questions, and we will agree on the number of questions. Maybe tomorrow I will let you now leave, but before leaving, have a look at the questions, and tomorrow when I see you in class, you tell me which questions we are going to work on, okay, for tomorrow night. So tomorrow night we will be having half an hour, just 30 minutes. The 30 minutes will be totally dedicated to checking your answers. You should be viewing the resources beforehand. So that is, before coming to the online session, you should be viewing, or you should have viewed and read the articles that are in the Webquest. So here, for example, just let's say that we will start tomorrow with question 1 and 2. And tomorrow what we'll be doing? We will be answering question 1 and 2. Before coming to the online session, you should be viewing these resources. So there is a YouTube video for question 1 and a YouTube video for question 2, 3, and 4. So let's say tomorrow we'll focus on 1, 2, 3, 4. So you should be viewing the 2 videos and thought about your questions, so that we have just half an hour to check that the time is efficiently used on answering those questions. Okay? So see you tomorrow. If there is no questions, or there are no questions, maybe we can leave.